Welcome back, ladies, gents, and everybody in between to the Band of Misfits podcast, the showcase of controlled chaos we call our friendship. We have a very special guest this evening, everybody. Please welcome my friend and the pain in my butt, Joshua.
Hello.
There we go. Now, I asked Josh to be with us this evening because this is a subject I know very little about, and I figured he would make up for my very little amount of charming commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and he was more than excited to get on. You can see the excitement on his face.
Oh man! So we were talking about anime this evening, as you could tell by the title of the episode. Yep. Now, for the majority of this episode, I think that they have all decided that they're going to talk about bad anime.
No, we're talking about good anime first.
Good anime first. Okay, so good anime first, and then...
These podcast episodes are going to be part 1, part 2. This one is going to be part 1, good animes. Later on, we'll film part 2, bad animes.
Right. So, today we're going to be talking about what makes a good anime, what are some great animes. You know, then this is anime shows in general. I don't know. This is not really something I know much about, so Josh is here to sub for me.
And tease you.
That's why people, we're in my domain now, because y'all had your fun while talking about Marvel.
No, not your world.
I mean, Shota was patiently waiting. Last week we did a coin toss, and Marvel won. So he was just patiently waiting for this week.
You're literally Dr. Cecilia right now.
I mean, as a misfit with the most anime name, this should be my field, because if not...
And as the misfit who's holding a plush Rowlet. For those of you who, because y'all can't see it, it's Rowlet is a starter Pokemon. It's this cute little owl, and he's holding a plush of it, and it's about the size of a basketball.
And then I want to start. Okay, can I talk about Pokemon for a second? I know Pokemon is not the world's best anime or anything, but I have a soft spot for it. Okay, because I used to watch it as a kid.
Dude,
and
Pokemon.
I hated that stupid, annoying little notepad that identified the Pokemon. I don't know why.
Pokédex.
Yeah, the Pokédex. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name, but when it'd be like, the butterfly Pokemon. I'm like, your voice is so annoying. I don't know why.
They don't have the best voices.
Oh man.
I mean, it's gotten better.
I can use my frying pan as a drying
pan.
I remember that scene.
Iconic.
That is an iconic scene. Yes, go Brock.
Brock. Oh my god.
I still say
I was a Pokemon trainer.
That
not
first
great with women.
Season of Pokemon was the best. I liked the later seasons, but when it went to what was it? Unova region? Is that where Black and White were? Pokemon Black and White?
Yeah, Unova.
Yeah, I stopped watching it after that point. Well, I've watched all the other ones. I just stopped watching it from there. Plus the Alola region. Alola region.
I actually like
the animation.
Okay, the animation I will agree is very subpar compared to Kalos, which were in like full anime, but they sacrificed the animation for the fight sequences, because the fight sequences are a little bit better.
Fair, okay.
Yeah.
I can't watch it because I just can't stand the animation.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I've been debating if I want to watch Pokemon Journeys, which is a current one. Like, I
haven't even heard of it.
I'm kind of interested in it because, like, Ash's new partner, Go, is a lot different compared to the other guys.
Oh, I have seen that guy.
Like, I can go on a spiel about that. I wrote like a 42-page essay on Digimon was Pokemon, which I still love to this day. But
I read parts of that essay. It was very detailed.
So, tell me, guys, what makes a good anime? I think it's all the fellas that are talking right now. So, what makes a good anime, fellas? What qualities does it need to be good, considered a good anime, like objectively good?
Like, animation is not always the forefront. Like, yes, it's an animated TV show, but as long as it's stylized, you don't need to have the same faces over and over. And like, what I'm saying is that in most anime, you can generally count the amount of frames that you're watching on the TV. And so some animation is done poorly so you can get more frames and get more action. So like Kill la Kill was done this way. It has a more fluid art style.
I love Kill la Kill.
Because
of course you did.
Because
I liked it, okay.
you better draw.
I mean, yeah, another good example, if you're less into the anime scene like we are, is the Pokemon Sun and Moon series. The animation is a little bit more childish, but the animation quality is a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a bit of a give and take sort of situation there.
Yeah, you can't just base it off of the animation quality, because there are some animes where they'll be like remade, or they'll be way high def type stuff, like super detailed, and it will just have no story. It'll have like no story, no point to the anime.
What was the one that they
predictable plot lines, or it will feel like an anime that's already done. Like, I've seen 2 animes before, and I stopped after the first episodes of both, because I was like, okay, this is basically the plot line of this other anime, or this other anime.
That's also apparent with some of the Attack on Titan quote-unquote copycats, like I forget that one. The thing, like, is it like Fear Japan, and like people are turning into these like iron-bodied zombies. It's weird. I enjoyed it for a short time, but like once it ended, I just kind of flatlined.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like anime copycats.
Also, there seems to be a trend now in anime to just be killing off a lot of characters that don't really mean anything. So it's like you can tell whenever they're about to kill them off, because they get a lot more screen time and we learn a lot more about them, and then they die.
Yeah, it's like a character that has been like a background character that you don't really hear from. Like, they might say like 1 or 2 words in an episode, and then suddenly you'll get an entire backstory from them, and it's just like, they're gonna die. By the end of this episode, they're dead.
I mean, that's also a trope in not just animation, but in film in general. Like, you get this really touching moment, like, oh my god, I feel so sorry for him, and boom, he dies.
Is that like the episode? Not the episode. It's like the part in Snow White where she dances with that one dwarf that one time, and then he dies, and then they mourn him for like 20 minutes. And you're like, or the girl at the start of Star Wars that's like the sister of the character we see throughout. What is it? I think it was, what is it? Last Jedi. The scene in Last Jedi where she like sacrifices herself or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Sister. Yeah, and you're just like, I am all out of craps to give about that girl about that girl's sister who blew up that one time. All right, I really I don't know who she was. I didn't have any emotional attachment to her.
But you can tell, because they, like in American films, they're generally the Joker that have the good attitude. They all have been working 30 years on the job, and it's either the last day or they're about to go home. So
yeah, I'm about to retire, or I'm about to go home. I've had a great night. Nothing bad has happened.
Oh yeah, by the way, your character's gonna die. Have a nice.
The screenwriters just go, not on my watch. You're having a good day, time to make it bad. You have a happy family, time to kill some of them.
But I think the crux of what makes a good anime is how much the authors cared about it. Because, and you can have variations of that where like the author really did care about it, but he's just not a good author. But a lot of the anime that you look at, people took a long time just to figure out the storyline, and most of them were based on books or manga or other things where the author had years to write it. So
yeah. Just look at the one of the Shonen Juggernauts One Piece. I mean, like that series has been going for ages, and it's not going to be ending until like 5 years. Like all that knows what's going to happen from point A all the way to point Z.
Yeah, that's the other thing I appreciate is when the author knows where he wants the story to go and he knows how he wants to end it. So then you don't get the animes that go on for 10 years and they just start popping up pointless episodes or pointless plots. Like you actually have a plot and you have reoccurring characters and
right.
So
and you have satisfying endings.
Wait, Josh, I think there you go.
So
I have a good example for that.
One of the funny stories that I know is that Dragon Ball Z, the reason why they have all of those episodes where they're just standing and staring at each other and talking and not doing much action, is because he forgot what he was going to do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So he literally wrote the script, lost it, and then had to write episodes out of his ass.
Yeah, didn't the author of JoJo, didn't he stop in front of like this huge battle and like he goes on a hiatus, and when he comes back he totally forgets the villain's powers, and so he just made
my little brother has, I think, he's been through the first JoJo and now he's reading the second JoJo manga. And he's just like, a character will just have a power and then like never showcase that power again. Like he's just I mean, look at this.
Is when they showcase an ability that's super cool and they never bring it up again.
No, okay, so they're weird in JoJo though. Here's the thing: my brother was showing me some panels from the manga. He's like, I mean, Panda, look at this. Like, this is what I'm talking about right here. And apparently there's the power this guy has where he can lick people and tell us they're lying. And I was like, what? And he's like, you'll never see that power again. It will never be of use.
That's another trope of anime is powers that don't really make much sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and also
it don't make sense. But people
just
sometimes have super cool abilities and stuff, but they only use them once and they never use them again. It's like, what?
Or the big gun. I think that's a trope in anime. Is actually from one of my favorite animes. It's the
Friendship.
No, it's the glass can't. No, what is it called? It's the one weapon that you use once an episode whenever things get really bad. And
the Ex Machina?
No, it's like, so let's say that you have a Gundam pilot suit and he has the ability to go through time or slow down time, and he can only do that once an episode instead of being able to use it like multiple times. It's like this really overpowered weapon or thing that only gets used every once in a while, even though it can solve most of their problems.
I know, I hate it when they do that. Because then it doesn't make sense. It's like, why didn't you just use your power?
I mean, we can go on and on about anime tropes that don't make sense, but like there's a ton.
A list of good anime. Pick your top 3, each of us.
Yeah, we were looking over our list and we very quickly realized that people have made list, like a very, 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 very long list. So
I wonder when
Wolf decided to limit us.
When is Muse gonna hop in here? Because I know that.
And you're talking in the thought.
Muse is here, by the way. She just hasn't been talking.
Muse is slowly simmering with rage right now, so we're letting her calm down for a second.
She literally, right before we started recording, literally like 30 seconds before we were recording, got super pissed off about something. So she is chilling. However, I'd like to point out she's been chilling now for 15 minutes, and she's still pissed.
She just cracked her neck, so we're gonna take that as let's continue with what we've been doing.
She'll chime in eventually. Love you, Muse.
Okay. So for you three, give me your top three. Can I? Yeah, you guys start because I literally watched. I only watched gay anime and felt it work.
Muse unmuted.
That's it. Hello, Muse. Oh.
Hi, I'm okay.
Yeah. I found the trope. I found the trope.
You found a trope?
It's called the wave motion gun. It's So the idea is that what is it? It's whenever like I said before, there's this one thing that they can only utilize only once for some reason. But yeah, that's the name of it.
That's a very underwhelming. That's a very underwhelming name.
It is a very underwhelming name, but makes sense.
But whenever you think about it, it's from an anime from like the 70s. So
I mean, that would make sense.
I
they don't have any taste in names.
I mean, there's other examples other than just Gundam. Like there was the Shushi's Sharingan from Naruto.
Yeah.
Like you can only use it once or you die or whatever.
I mean, sometimes they do make explanations, like if you use this, it takes away from your soul, or something bad happens to someone else, but most of the time they don't.
But that rule almost always has like the caveat of it's going to get broken at some point. Like almost always in anime, rules are designed to be broken. So
yep, that's one of the rules of anime.
So anyway, back to the list.
Top three. Everyone.
Top three. Who do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the movie or?
Let's not do top three.
Muse just flipped me off.
Okay, wait. Let's not do top three because top three is
top
ranking. 5? No, just like top 3 or 5 that we want to talk about. Because
top 3 to 5 you want to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, because saying top anything it means like there's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hear yours.
If you say Sword Art Online, I will fight you.
I know.
Come on. Sword Art Online. Nope.
It's
a terribly wonderful anime. It's one of the ones that you can watch for hours.
So bad that it's good.
Okay. I have beef.
This is looking really offended. I want to hear her list.
I have beef.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I have beef with Sword Art Online, but I'll leave it for the bad anime episode.
Shield Hero is what Sword Art Online wishes it was.
Yeah.
No, Log Horizon is what Sword Art Online wishes it was. Speaking of which, Log Horizon is getting a second season, which I am happy about.
Okay.
Always good when animes get good animes get good second seasons. Well, get second seasons.
As long as it's not downright cash grab, I'm fine with it. But if it's a cash grab, I'm done.
Okay, so Muse. Stop flipping me off. You first. Why are you so stressed?
I'm struggling with my list, y'all.
Okay, so no joke. we started. We were supposed to start the podcast like 30 minutes before we actually started. The entire
what
time,
else is new?
she was
If you watch our
trying to
stream,
make
you
the
know we
list.
start everything at least 45 minutes late.
We always start things late. We're getting better with Twitch, but we have technical difficulties. Pandas laptop, and so it's true. Your laptop, like literally.
That's correct.
I'm planning on asking for my parents to get me a gaming laptop for my 22nd birthday. Yes, I'm 22. Yes, I'm too old for this mess, but here we are. So
You're not 22 yet, dear.
I will be in like 2 weeks.
Yes, you will be in 2 weeks, but you're not yet.
Crazy stuff, y'all.
Man,
Seriously though, please ask your parents. If your parents want a good site, like to get refurbished, like discounted things, tell them to talk to me, and or give them my number. I could give him my dad's number, and he can.
Okay, continue.
Let's move on. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So Muse, stop letting stress. Stop trying to flip us off.
What?
Stop waving your hands around like you're crazy.
Wolf, honey,
Just off of that list sitting in front of you, rattle off three.
Okay, I want Muse to think about this.
Do 5. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I have 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's good.
That's
We
fine.
said
Let's
3
go.
to 5.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
y'all know me. Shota, you know me already with on Fruit Basket.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna be one of them.
I did too, especially because of last time we went to Ichiban Con. We were sitting at dinner eating Olive Garden. And these two, we had just finished Ichiban Con. And these two idiots were already planning for the next con.
No,
We were finished.
We were waiting to get in, and me and Muse were talking about it.
No, we were sitting down. We
continued. We continued the
Oh,
conversation.
right.
So you guys started when we left for the con,
Muse,
which is an Embassy Suite hotel. As I'm driving to Olive Garden, these two are jabbering about the next con, and then they continue it over dinner. I'm like, guys.
No, I remember
we looped you in.
I remember this conversation with great clarity. Muse, you mentioned that the cosplay that you would ever go full out on is Kyo, and I suggested, hey, what if I did Yuki? So we would have a duo.
And then we roped Wolf into it.
And then they wrote me
into it.
And I'm the dog, so.
I'm the cat.
I'm the rat.
Of course you are.
This sounds like a bad trio.
I mean, okay, to be fair, given my personality and how Slytherin I can be, a rat is a pretty good match for me.
You guys are
What about his brother?
100% good match.
You're like a mix of him and brother, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
You have the conniving evilness of his brother.
Yeah.
So, which one are you talking about?
The newest, 2019 to.
Okay, because I remember.
I watched both the original and the new one. I prefer the old one. I prefer the original, but the new one's not bad.
Okay.
I like the new one.
So, yeah, just a bit of background reference. Fruit Basket originally had an older anime.
2001, I believe.
Yeah, but it didn't follow the author's original manga. So it went on like a 10-year hiatus. Like it was done for 10 years until 2019, where they announced, hey, we are giving Fruit Baskets the Fullmetal Alchemist makeover.
Yeah.
But with Fruit Basket, like it is honestly a animation. I don't want to say national treasure, but it's one of those animes that you need to watch because, like, the characters are likable, relatable. The plot is the plot. Like, I cannot describe it.
Okay. Can I just say how much I hate the head of the household right now? How much I hate
No one
him?
likes him.
No one does.
No one likes him. I'm telling you this. It's a fact.
But yeah, no, I was like, he can't be that bad. Like, sure, but then after punching,
Look at what he did to my Prince Yuki. I mean, good God, come on.
He's
okay. Yes,
scum.
I mean, the doctors. Okay, wait. Do I want to give spoilers? I don't know if I want to give.
No spoilers.
So
All I'm
look
saying
at
is that something happened with multiple members in the house where he completely screwed over.
yeah, something happened to the doctor at the Soma house. Muse knows what I'm talking about. Muse knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then there was a relationship between the head of the house and Yuki, which is just messed up.
Incredibly messed up.
We haven't really gotten a full explanation yet, have we? With that.
I mean, if I don't want to say anything because
if
here's my rule of thumb. So if I think it's spoilerish, I'm not gonna say it because I'm one of those people that will kill you if you spoil something.
Agreed.
Right.
She knows. Muse knows.
Uh-huh.
And I dubbed the spoiler arena, which also has an anime reference, but
okay, so Muse, what's your second anime?
Food Wars.
Right?
Food Wars.
That one.
Food Wars.
Yeah, I love to cook, and then
also you love to cook. I don't care about cooking. So.
Oh wait, I think I've seen that one. Is that the one where they're all like chefs or whatever? And
then
competition for his
spiky red hair.
Yeah, I have seen that one. I know that one.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty good. I actually like that one.
The food. I want to try and cook that food so badly.
I mean,
it's like Bob's Burgers, where it's like, wow, this looks so scrumptious, but I feel like it's hard to make.
Better.
Muse, remember Lotte promised that she'd make something from Food Wars for us next time we all together?
Which one was it? Wait, was it the Oh gosh, I think it was that roast.
Yeah, I think I thought it was the plate from the first episode.
I thought it was the meatless roast after the woman was trying to screw the restaurant.
Yeah, that was the first
episode. The meatless roast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna.
I remember when we had this conversation. Yeah, I believe it was something about the first episode, some dish from the first episode. If that's the dish from the first episode, then yes, that's the one that Latte said she was gonna try and make.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Again, my list is because of Shiota mostly, and a little bit of Wolf, but mostly
a little bit of Wolf.
Mostly Shiota with the
Shiota on some stuff.
Yeah, the third one is Yuri on Ice. Shiota.
Oh God! Okay, I remember exactly when I got you into this. We were in our junior year English class.
I thought we were in senior year. That was senior year.
Oh yeah, sorry. But oh yeah, oh yeah.
You're a year ahead of us.
We were. Were you? I thought we all graduated together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I just never had class with you then.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
I don't think I had class.
Okay.
I had class with Bookworm pretty frequently.
Okay, so let me set up.
Bookworm occasionally. I didn't think I really had class with any of you guys though.
Okay, let me set this up because I remember with clarity when this happened. So me and Muse was sitting. I remember it was the farthest desk from the door, like next to the teacher's desk, because we were teacher's pets, or at least I was.
No, I was too. They call me Baronet.
I was on the Google Chromebook watching Yuri on Ice. It was a scene where Yuri and the two main leads meet up at the airport.
This is before.
And
This is before they started locking people out of certain websites on Chrome. Because I used to watch. I used to watch Fairy Tale in class. So. And I watched it in class once with a teacher that absolutely hated my guts. She really hated me after that. Let's just say that.
I mean, I tried watching Princess and the Frog in my math class. She shut me down fast. But
honestly, I kept getting in trouble by the teachers because I kept reading during their class.
I got in trouble because I would finish my work, so I'd do my own thing. And then they yell at me and they'd be like, do your work. I'd be like, I'm already done. And they'd get mad because I was already done with my work.
Yeah.
Which
That's the anime.
Anime.
It was a scene where the two main leads meet up in the airport. He just slowly leans over and I just watching it over my shoulder. And I just take out my earbuds and I slowly hand it to home.
Yeah.
How to convert. Oh my god, you did just convert her. I swear. Within a week, almost all the Misfits had seen the damn thing.
I mean, that may not just be me.
I helped.
Yeah,
I helped with that.
It was Mimi Ho and
even the Misfits that
Jamie.
don't watch anime started passing it around and watching it until
and we got you in.
Okay. In my defense, I wasn't a part of y'all. I wasn't a part of the Misfits at that point.
You wasn't an official Misfit yet.
Yeah.
You talked with us. You just weren't an official Misfit.
Oh shit! And going on to the next one, you'll love this one because you also roped me into it.
I feel like most of your list I roped you into. Yeah, I thought
but
so.
this one will hit home. Assassination Classroom.
Yes. My boy.
I helped rope you into that one.
Yeah.
And then I tortured you on the last couple of episodes.
I
texted you and tortured you. It was fun.
I'm glad I wasn't a part of that.
It was fun.
That was heart-wrenching. I've rewatched the entire show 5 times now.
No spoilers,
every time.
No,
I know. I'm just saying that last episode I cried.
It's a very good show, but it's a very heart-wrenching one.
I will say there are very few anime that make me break down Muse Deal Your Frozen.
Am I?
Yes, you are. Or at least on my screen.
No, she's frozen on mine as well.
Okay.
It's okay, you can keep talking.
I will say, there are very few anime that really F me up in the feels. Assassination Classroom was one of them.
Was the other one the one that I watched till 4 a.m.?
Yes, that's one. That's another one.
Yeah.
I obviously, again, I'm not gonna say anything, but like the premise is like there's this bunch of I want to try to avoid using this word, but I kind of have to. There's this bunch of misfits that are like grouped into a class together. It's called Class E. Like the principal was shit. Like he had this hierarchy where like if you are failing your class, you're moved into the mountains away from everyone else.
You're basically moved into the class of rejects.
Yes.
It wasn't even
kids that he says aren't smart enough to be in the normal classes.
Well, it wasn't even if they were smart. There was some that were just troublemakers.
If you were acting up,
like
you're acting up, hindering people's ability to learn, like you are done, then they decide, hey, let's have these bunch of rejects try and kill this octopus thing that's trying to destroy the world. Why?
Well, I mean, it was the octopus.
Oh, follows Hashi.
That is not a spoiler. That part is not a spoiler. No,
children.
Not.
Debatable.
You're one of us.
I know.
debatable, but I thought that, but let's put a pin in that.
Fine.
Shall we continue to the next anime?
Fine, this is my last one. And I'm only going to say 2 words, and I know Shiota is laugh.
Hang on. Give me a sec.
Oh my god.
Yes, I already know.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
No, I saw what you wrote. That's what I was going to say.
Well, don't say it. Just say the name.
Fine. Beastars.
You cannot read that out loud. The podcast is PG-13, dude. I gotta draw a line there. I gotta say that this podcast is for kids on YouTube. You cannot say that.
Why do you think I want it down?
Yeah. But Shiota wrote is images of bunnies. Really beautiful images of bunnies.
Bunnies.
Really beautiful images of bunnies.
Is this some Necopara stuff? What's happening? Even I know what that is.
Hold up the sign again, please. This is something we can't show. Wait, I can't. Y'all can't say it out loud on YouTube. I gotta say this podcast is for kids.
Panda, want to see what Shiota wrote?
Sure, let me look.
I hate you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
If you're old enough to know what it is, then you should know. When we talk about rabbits, you should know.
I mean, I'm just gonna write it down whenever news picks up, because like at this point, me writing that down is a running gag, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it going.
That and Pandas were running on blank time. We almost ran on quesadilla time tonight.
I went on quesadilla time tonight. What's up?
But yeah, news continue.
Yeah, no, that anime, I was so surprised by it. Like, I didn't think I would like it, but it was really well done. Like, the animation behind it, and then the story plot behind it.
Yeah, like, Beastars, like, it uses CGI, which, like, CGI has a bad rap for being god-awful.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the media. But
I have seen Berserk. The Berserk 3000 was not great.
But
that was a cash grab. That's all that was.
But the studio that animated Beastars proved that CGI can be beautiful. Mm-hmm. And one of those examples is Beastar. I mean, like and they even use 2 different animation styles. The opening is claymation. Then the actual series is CGI. And like, I'm not to say anything about the plot, because I encourage people to go watch it. Like,
just be old enough. Be old enough.
Let's just say that this is not a show that if you are a kid on YouTube watching this, don't look the anime up. Don't watch it.
Like, it's grim.
You need to at least be in middle school before you start watching this.
It gets to very uncomfortable places, but I really love, like, it's okay. The best way I can explain it is Zootopia for adults.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, that's the best way I can describe it.
It's what for adults now?
Zootopia.
Zootopia for adults.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, not kids.
Like, Zootopia.
Does it have boobs?
Like, Zootopia touched
that's all
on.
I need to know.
Okay.
Panda, that might be going a little far.
Okay.
I'm not time-stamping that. That's staying in.
Like, Zootopia.
Does it have boobs? That's all I need to know.
Okay.
How much?
Zootopia touched lightly on the prey versus predator aspect.
Oh yeah.
But Beastars takes it from here up to here really quickly.
I'll say, remember, I'm not recording video. You're gonna have to say what you're doing.
Takes it from 1 to 1,000.
Pandas?
Yeah,
There
pretty
you
much.
go. Josh got it.
You go for those, you're pretty much going into.
Isn't that just like those? Isn't that like the Necopara where they have like cat ears and a tail or whatever?
I mean,
No,
These are animals.
They are animals.
that walk around and
Zootopia.
talk.
So it's
I'm actually kind of into Necopara, but that's just not sexually, but like
I mean,
I think they're cool.
but
adorable wise.
Yes, they are adorable.
yeah, no, but Panda, they are full. It's animals.
So
it's
funny.
Zootopia. It's animals.
why are like Zootopia?
What do you think?
What did you think?
I thought you said like Utopia or something, and I didn't know what that was. So I was
Zoo.
We were just pretending to know what we were talking about.
No, I just like boobs.
One of you go next. One of you go next. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my god, Panda's next simply because of that.
I don't have a top 5. I don't watch anime.
Just
Well,
pick
do
the
it.
few
that
you've
you watch,
seen, say
I
the
watch.
ones that you've liked. Out of
Okay.
the few you've seen.
I've said it before in this episode, but I really, really like Cells at Work. I don't know why. I think it's cute. I think it's charming. I know it teaches you about how the body works. Like, I actually learned things about how the body works watching Cells at Work.
It's Schoolhouse Rock, but anime.
It's the Schoolhouse Rock of anime, yeah, basically. Except way more entertaining. And what's another one? Oh, what's one I've watched? I've watched part, and I know Josh is still trying to get me to watch the rest of this, and I need to. Saga of Tanya the Evil is pretty good. So far, I liked it. You know, look at me. What's another one I like? I like the one you showed me about Monster Girls. What's the one?
Interviews with Monster Girls.
Interviews with Monster Girls. That's the one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's a cute one. I don't know. I just think that one's cute.
Everyone wants one person to get with the other, so.
I don't.
I mean,
it's weird for me because they're children, so obviously I'm not attracted.
No, not like that. I'm talking about the two main adults.
I mean,
But yeah,
okay,
the succubus.
Yeah, let's see. There was a succubus, there's a Dulahan, I think there's a centaur, question mark?
No,
That was a very anime
Oh,
thing.
what?
There was the Ice Lady. There was the Empire.
Okay, please say Yuki Oni. That's the technical term for it. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on.
What's the next one?
Technical about these things.
What I really like is I've watched a lot of lesbian anime on YouTube. Just the gay parts. I don't. Citrus is a classic. If you're gay and you haven't seen Citrus, so what do you?
Oh yeah, actually. Confession time. Like when I was in that bi-curious stage between transitioning, I did watch a yaoi anime. It was weird as hell.
Yeah, I am bi, so I never left that transition, obviously. But
I am too.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'm mostly gay, but I like.
You are incredibly mostly gay.
Incredibly mostly gay, incredibly so. But and another one I really like. What's one I really like? Oh god, I'm running out of things I've seen.
If you can't think of it, if you can't think of the title, just explain it, and either me or Josh can probably.
Well, I guess I'll put Kill la Kill. Because I actually really like Kill la Kill.
That's no brainer. There's like half naked people there.
It's half naked women in Kill la Kill, but I actually find the story kind of interesting.
It's one of the dumbest.
I really like the fight sequences too.
It's weird.
It's weird, but I like the fight sequence a lot in Kill la Kill. And I don't know. I don't like the American voice actors, but there you go. That's me with every anime. I almost never like the dubbed version of anime.
There are a few animes I like the dub better than the sub, but yeah, I feel like sometimes there are
I
animes
like
where
Seven
the
Deadly
sub just
Sins,
suits it.
but
Well, it's a lot of the time they don't get professional like voice actors to do the sub for the American audience.
Well, no,
Like there's some that do, but like you're
I like Seven
never
Deadly
gonna
Sins
hear
as
Mark
American voice
Hamill.
actor.
It depends on which studio is putting
Doing
it.
it.
Who did the American dub for Seven Deadly Sins?
That was Netflix.
That was Netflix? Okay.
Series.
Netflix did do that one? Okay. I know that was on Netflix.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins is a Netflix exclusive series.
It's an exclusive? Okay. I haven't seen Seven Deadly Sins in a long time.
Funimation.
When the second season came out, it just became, Dragon Ball Z, so.
Well, it was okay.
Escanor. He is the best character in that.
I love that guy too. Escanor is amazing. Okay.
Come on.
You really thought that.
Meliodas.
I don't like the weird relation. No, I don't like the weird rapey relationship he has with the main princess. It's kind of weird.
Same. I really agree with you though.
I remember there was an episode where this is not like spoilers because it doesn't deal with the main story, but there was an episode where Meliodas stealing her panties was a very big plot point.
I really
had them save the day.
I like the guy who I like the Deadpool type character. I always forget his name. Bane or something.
Yes, that's my favorite.
I don't know why I'm always so attracted to characters that look like that. Like he kind of reminds his face structure reminds me of Ciri from the Witcher series. So I don't know why. And I think it's just because I'm really attracted to Ciri. Just translate.
What do you say, Chiyoda?
I mean, what draws me into the series is like I've for some odd reason have always been interested in like groups like the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Archangels and their ranking, and Seven Deadly Sins. Like it's just like the grouping of like specific things together for some reason I find appealing. So that's like in the title of Seven Deadly Sins, like I like the Seven Deadly Sins. I like using it in role plays and like little pieces I write, and the title just drew me into it. Also, Meliodas was cute.
Yeah, I was waiting for that point.
Yeah,
not my type, but teach their own.
But yeah, obviously.
He's about your size, though. So.
Yeah, probably. To be honest.
Maybe
For those of you who are just new to this podcast, and that we've said this before, that I am actually a hobbit in real life. Except I shaved my feet. So I shaved my feet, so you really can't tell. But yeah, there you go.
So going off of the Lord of the Rings things there, apparently this actually has to do with anime. So Rankin and Bass, the same people that did the Christmas specials with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, also did a 2D animated Hobbit and Lord of the Rings series using animation styles found in Japan. And so while it was shown in the UK, it's technically an anime as it was animated in Japan.
That's cool.
But anyway,
I have two anime that. Okay, I want Wolf to go next, but I have two anime. I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
I should have chose more animes.
There's two anime that I have a feeling you're gonna mention, but I'm just gonna wait.
Dude, I'm struggling to still make a list. Okay, I know I'd see news about it earlier, but I don't have a list yet.
I mean, I figured that me and Josh would go last, considering.
I don't have a list
yet. It's already 9:30. We go.
Well,
because we started an hour late.
But you had an hour to figure out.
We've only been going about 40 minutes.
No.
Well, Josh, do you want to fire off your list? Since someone didn't take the chance to figure out their list.
Minutes. I'm going to figure it out. I have like 2 animes on the list so far. I just need to find like 2 more. It's hard to pick.
It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. Okay.
It is.
So am I going or are you going, Chiyoda?
You go. I feel like I should go last.
All right. Let's go with the really obscure shit.
This should be interesting. Let's see if I actually know it.
It's from the anime with the trope that I was talking about. It's actually very influential on Gundam and Japanese storytelling in general. And the Americanized version of it is called Starblazers. The original one is called Space Battleship Yamato, or I don't know how to say that in Japanese, but so
okay, I do know. I've heard of it. I've just never watched it.
It's really interesting because it's.
I bet.
Because the whole idea is that they took the battleship Yamato, made it a spaceship, and then shot it across space to save the world. And the original one was really hokey. It had bad animation by today's standards, but the modern one that they did just a few years back is surprisingly really good. Because it just, I don't know. They solved a lot of the problems that they had in the original one, where there was some slow story arcs or times that they didn't do anything or stuff like that. So the next one. I really do enjoy, but can understand why some people don't enjoy the Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. I mean, from the get-go, that was a really dark anime.
Yeah. Like, if you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Like, yeah, what you were saying is the first episode is like, basically, it's completely different from the rest of the anime to a large extent. Like, yeah, certain situations and sort of lead to that, but it's not like the whole story is just killing goblins. But the point of the first episode is to show you how bad the goblins are, and that's basically the whole.
I didn't get the thing is with the first episode of Goblin Slayer, like it hit too hard. It hit too hard for the first episode. I mean, they should have ease you in, get you comfortable with the characters, then
kill them off.
Yeah, basically. But personally for me, I tried to watch Goblin Slayer, but the first episode got to me. I could not. When you go into the anime, the first episode should set the mood of the entire series. And going by that mindset, if the first episode is as dark as the Goblin Slayer first episode, that's gonna be a turn off unless you actually like that thing.
Before I had even watched Goblin Slayer, I had heard rumors about it, so I started on the second episode and then continued forward. So I didn't get some of the context of what was going on for some of it, but I'm certain that skewed my enjoyment quite a bit. Because I still haven't watched the first episode.
If you actually like the series, I suggest you don't.
Okay.
I could not get past the first episode of just witnessing that. But what's your next one? Hopefully it's a little bit lighter.
A little bit lighter? A little bit lighter. Golden Kamuy. Well, that's not light. I mean, it's hilarious.
It doesn't have to be lighter. Just whatever you like.
Lighter than Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer is pretty good.
Let me look at this.
And yes, guys, we actually took the time to actually write down the animes we've seen. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Trust me, hon. I didn't even list all of them. This is just a handful.
I didn't either.
One Punch. Wow, that is. One that I watched recently that goes off of another anime that I like. That the trope of the isekai, where you just get transported to another world.
I have a soft spot for isekai anime. I really do.
It's that time that I got reincarnated as a slime. Yeah.
Oh
because
my gosh!
I mean, just now noticing the shot. Are you just now noticing the shot? I have like 3 figures in my room right now.
I was gonna say he has figures. We know
I
about this anime.
But the reason why I like it is because of, similarly to Overlord, it takes itself seriously at certain points, but it absolutely does not take itself seriously. Because the main character doesn't know what they're doing the whole time. It's them bumbling around. They are overpowered and have no idea until they're taught about the world.
I have one with him with his wings.
Oh my god! I was so busy looking at the. I didn't even notice you had moved.
I have one of them as a teacher.
By the way, Shiota just took his camera to his room so he could show off his figure collection.
And one with him in a cheerleading outfit.
The cheerleading outfit was how we knew he was a little obsessed with the character.
But
he's just a good character to have as a figure. Fight me, I will win.
But yeah, that's the crux of it. I like it whenever a stupid character gets into it, and I really like the first episode and the joke that they have in it. Because the whole joke, the first episode, is that he tells his longtime student as he's dying to purge his computer.
I like the Dragon Quest XI joke. I'm a good slime.
Yeah.
It took me so long to figure out what that reference was to. Then I figured I was like, oh, that's where it's from.
My next anime.
But when we were manga are the best boys.
Yeah.
But now I need to figure out another anime to replace that because I was going to talk about that. But okay.
Well, you can. You can mention it. You don't have to talk about it because I'm mentioning an anime that someone new's already talked about. So, yeah, I see that.
So
was it Yo and Ice? I had a feeling it was.
Shut up. It's not my turn yet. No, go back, Josh. It's not my turn yet. Go back, Josh.
So as I said before, Golden Kamuy is one of the darkest and yet dumbest animes that I've ever seen. Because the whole idea is that this guy in jail hid a treasure map on multiple tattoos that he tattooed on people in that prison. And so to get the entire map, you have to skin all of those prisoners that have the map tattooed on them to be able to find the gold. But yet, the main characters are always goofing around. And even though they get into serious straits sometimes, they just have some of the most lighthearted and most dumbest problems that they go through. Like a a mistranslation. Like one of the characters is a girl from one of the indigenous tribes in northern Japan. And so there's often times where they have translation issues or they think that they're eating something. Like the girl looks at their food and they think that they're eating poop and so on and so forth.
It kind of sounds like Konosuba if Konosuba was taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to see an anime that rips on classic RPG tropes, watch Konosuba. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, it is very cynical.
Pretty much, as I said before, pretty much half of the things that were on Pandas lists are things that I like, but the one that I'm going to mention next is Hunter x Hunter.
Yes!
Oh boy.
I watched the original of that. I was so disappointed when it stopped, but when I heard it, they were remaking it. I was so happy.
Because it's one of the ones that like trips you up as thinking it's going to be like this kid going on an adventure, and then it just drops you off in the deep end.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
gets dark.
I mean, okay, can we say officially that Gon and Kahlua are friendship goals?
Yes, definitely
Thank
friendship
you.
goals.
Like there are marriage goals, then there are friendship goals. Gon and Kahlua are friendship goals, or Killua, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
But also, Hunter x Hunter was also one of the shonen juggernauts that used to rule the market.
Oh yeah.
Along with Naruto, Dragon Ball, and One Piece, who's still going on.
I would love to watch One Piece, but it's in past episode 850, and I don't want to sit and watch it. So I've been watching 20 episodes at a time every so often.
Whenever I watch One Piece, I just watch whatever story arc I want to watch. Like, my favorite story arc is Impel Down, which introduces you to Magellan, which is one of my favorite One Piece villains. Not because of his backstory, not because of his appearance, but because of his devil fruit. Because he was one of the few. He's one of the few villains that actually almost killed Luffy. And Panda has no idea what we are talking about.
No idea. Just chilling, looking.
Now this is. I don't know what number I'm on left, so I'm gonna just add one.
I think this is the fifth one.
This is my fifth one. Okay.
I think so.
You can talk about one more if you want.
Yeah, none of us have been keeping track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hellsing Ultimate.
Yes.
I showed Panda the original.
Hellsing! Nah, I just clicked. Sorry. I love that show.
I do love the abridged series. I must have it. That's Screen TV. What's with Netflix? Yeah.
I watched the original and I watched the remake. I like them.
I used to have a Halloween tradition where every Halloween I would binge watch Hellsing from start to finish. It was in the dark too, because why not? Wolf,
whenever I found the abridged series done by Team 4-Star, I found it. It was just hilarious, and that held me.
I do love the abridged.
That just made me like it way more than I did.
I
just like Dragon Ball. They really gave me a new appreciation on Dragon Ball.
I've only watched a few clips from the abridged of Dragon Ball. I've never personally been a big fan of a abridged series. A friend of mine in high school showed me the Attack on Titan abridged. I wasn't much of a fan, but for some reason I liked the Dragon Ball abridged. Just a few of the jokes.
Like with an abridged series, you have to have comedic writers who understand the story. So, like for Dragon Ball Z abridged, Team 4-Star were people that had watched every single episode of all of the Dragon Ball series.
Oh, what's... I like the Mr. Popo picking auto joke.
Popo.
I need to look that up. Like Mr. Popo in the abridged series was awesome.
Yeah.
Like he had a large majority of the jokes, and they hit right on. Oh God! Now I need to find that clip. Wolf, start on your list while I look up this video.
Okay, so I'll start with Yuri on Ice because it was spoiled earlier. And Muse, since Muse talked about it, I'm not going to talk about much. I will talk about how they forced me to watch it though. Every time I saw them for weeks, I was like, "No, I have another anime I'm watching. I don't want to watch that one yet. Give me it. Let me finish this one anime, so then I'll watch it."
Join us.
Yeah, me and Muse dragged you down the gay hole, and
you also dragged Bookworm into it. You dragged Bookworm and other people.
Okay, wait.
Every time I saw these idiots,
that was
a swarm me and be like, "Have you watched your?"
Okay, that was a
no. They'd like hit me in the arm.
Okay. I feel like that was more Muse than me because again,
Muse and Bookworm hit me in the arm. You just gave me the most disappointed look in the world.
Wait, didn't oh God, what's his name? Jamie, that's it. I forgot her name, but I think Jamie was also a key player in that because she loved that series as much as we did.
Every time I saw you guys, you would give me a disappointed look, and those three would punch me in the arm if I said I hadn't seen it yet. I was like, just let me finish the anime I'm watching, for God's sakes.
Finally,
mainly
Bookworm and I.
Yeah, finally.
I think 4 months
to get you guys to get off of my butt. Yeah, because I finished my other anime, and I had like a couple, like 50-something episodes, and I had a ton of projects at the time. I didn't have time to watch anime.
Oh, you kept giving an excuse of that. You were always on a different anime show.
Now that I think about it, I think it was always.
I had a list.
I think it was mostly Muse who pulled you down the hole, because like
I was going in order by my list, and nobody was letting me go by my list.
I didn't know you were watching it until we went to Ichiban.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I understand that.
So I think it was mostly Muse and Jamie who pulled you down.
Oh, mostly me.
Bookworm enjoyed hitting me with books. I think
that's mostly me.
It was 1000% you. Every time I saw you, I started to try and avoid you guys in the hallways. I took back staircases. Yes, I took like back staircases to try to. I love you guys, I really do. But if I was trying to get to class, I didn't have time to deal with your. Have you seen?
You guys are on me with shows. You're on me with certain anime.
I was indirectly responsible because I got Muse into it.
You got Muse into it, and it spread like a disease to the rest of the Misfits.
I don't regret it. I mean, we've seen what happens when I get people into things. I mean,
I know they're good animes. They're good animes.
Yuri on Ice and Stardew. Those are the two good examples I'm going with. Like,
I'm on hour 100.
Stardew has ruined my life.
Yeah, Stardew spread like a wildfire, and I'm just over here cackling like a madman.
Why is it so good?
She muted herself.
Shiota, I wasted
muted
away
this whole time because I have nothing
almost
to
190 hours on that game.
You're welcome.
Wolf would have more hours and we'd still be competing if school hadn't been drowning him the past 3 weeks. I swear. I don't have a lot of free time.
Yeah, I've only done I think 4 hours in 3 weeks.
I thought I would do it, but it's
I
just
introduced
sitting
these
down.
knuckleheads to it, and Wolf and Muse have had a competition ever since on who can clock
Who can have the more hours? Just wait till I have free time, Muse. Winter break.
Oh, same.
Winter break.
Same.
I got 2
It's
months
on.
off.
Same. It's
Okay.
on. It's on.
Okay, we are talking about a good spectrum of nerd culture, but let's get back to the current nerd culture we are supposed to be talking about. Anime, go!
Okay, so my second favorite anime is actually the first anime I ever watched, and is Inuyasha. It was on the Adult Swim channel on Sundays at 8 a.m. My parents got I just happened to wake up one morning. And I saw it because I used to watch Boomerang at 8 a.m. And it's on at the exact same time. It was one channel down on the Adult Swim channel. And I flipped to it once on commercials, bored me to death. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Fast forward a few months, I was waking up every Sunday to watch the episodes because I was just so obsessed with them. My parents found out that I was watching it because I was in elementary school. And they were like, you're not old enough to watch this. I tried to get my dad on my side. My dad was like, I mean, there's blood and stuff and cursing. No. And my mom was like, oh, you're not watching it. That's when I discovered YouTube. And I discovered all the episodes on YouTube. And so I stopped waking up. My parents were like, yes, he stopped waking up on Sunday. He's not watching that dumb anime. And then a couple of months later, I was like, okay, so I finished the anime. And Mama was like, what? And I went, yeah, YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Okay, I have nothing against Inuyasha as an anime, but I do have something against Kagome, because I never liked them.
She's annoying.
Yes.
She's annoying, but I like the story, the plot, and the fights. I do like those.
But like the story is very episodic. Like that's it's very Journey to the West sort of. Where it's like
younger me liked that.
Yeah, the manga was so much better because it actually had a plot without it being so episodic.
Yeah,
but
this is another thing. Enjoyed that, and so that is why we'll put it on the list. I haven't seen it in a few years. I haven't rewatched
Another
it.
thing
I did watch Inuyasha The Last Stand, which was the last 25 episodes of the series. But
I'm glad you brought Inuyasha up because this is another complaint I have about something that anime typically do. Generation X series. When the child or children of beloved anime characters get their own spin-off. Like Inuyasha has a kid with Kagome, and they have a series. They currently have a series.
So I didn't know that. I don't watch that.
I do, and I had
no idea.
So
I don't like it. I don't like it when anime and I'll send the picture of it in the group chat, but I passionately hate it when anime do this. Like it happened with Naruto, and I always didn't really like the ending of Naruto because of reason.
Don't spoil anything. I'm still watching it.
Oh my gosh, there is a spin-off.
Yes, and I don't.
Oh my gosh, they all have kids. What?
Yes, even Shishomaru, he has twins. Twins.
I know. I can see them. I mean, wow, they really look like their parents.
Like I hate. When anime do.
Would you like to say it one more time?
Anime, like, oh,
Okay, I'm just looking at it and I already hate it.
I love if you haven't noticed, I love anime to death, but Generation X animes I hate. Like it takes away from what
Okay,
made.
I'm gonna forget I ever saw that.
Sorry if I'm ranting, but like Generation X series takes away what made the original series so special.
I don't like it when they do the spin-offs now. I have to agree with that.
Don't. Okay.
I like Inuyasha, but I just hate what I looked at on my phone.
Well, go to the next one. Go to the next one while I chill off.
I gotta remember what the next one was. I got so dragged into that conversation. I wrote it down somewhere here. Oh, My Hero Academia. I really like
That's
it.
a low-hanging fruit there.
If it's just a relaxing anime I can sit and watch.
I will.
It's like a no stress anime. If I'm stressed from school, that's when I can watch and like just be chill.
Yeah.
I actually started watching it after season 2 came out because I was like, everybody's going on about this popular anime. I don't see what's so special about it. It took a couple episodes for me to actually get invested into it, but I like it just because it's very chill.
Well, there's with anime like that, it's like I watched the popular anime of my time called Sword Art Online, and
I have never seen that, and I am not going to see it.
But it's one of those ones where. But what I'm saying is that I liked it because I was in middle school, and it was like the first one that I had ever really taken, like actually taken the time to sit down and watch. But yeah, looking back on it, it's not good, and it's one of those things where you have to sit down and think, is this popular anime going to be as good as everyone says it is, or after the second viewing, am I going to get bored?
I like
it. I like My Hero Academia. Am I saying it's as good as everyone says it is? Nah. It's good. It's not great. But it's a very chill anime. I just like watching it to help de-stress me.
I mean, I agree. I'm just saying that I have had reservations about watching it before I started watching it because of my experience with Sword Art Online.
Yeah, like My Hero, it is a good anime, but it's not the perfect anime. Like, the one thing that killed me about it was how overblown people took it. Like,
people really
like. I remember back in high school, I was a fan of this. I'm still heated by the Generation X rant.
we can tell.
The My Hero Academia also had a 2-volume manga called Prince Baldron. Oh, it looks like. Well, yeah, but like I liked that, and I remember I checked it out at the library once, and we were at like either a school assembly or like the yearbook signing, and like I was reading it when we all met up in the bleachers. I was squealing off, and you guys just kind of glanced over and just continued on your way. But yeah, like it is good, but it's not flawless.
Well, that's the thing with all anime is that I've never come across a flawless anime, and that's just like a perfect take. Like nothing can be perfect, but everything can be good.
I mean, as an analytical person, like I have to analyze things, especially anime, because like I'm in English mode. I am going to college to get my English degree. So I have my brain is hardwired to like take every single plot thread of an anime and I just strip it down to the bare bones of it.
Yeah.
There's the Deus Ex Machina. There's the
But Wolfgang,
the one character that's going to show up for an episode, and we're never going to see him.
I mean, the one thing I will say,
Yeah.
the one thing
There are characters I wish they would bring back. It's really irritating. There are some really good characters I wish they'd bring back, and the fan base has gone nuts on those characters too, which is a little strange. But
the one thing I will say about a positive one thing I will say about My Hero Academia is it does something that most anime neglect, giving the background characters time to develop.
that's true.
Like, you know, everyone in...
Because in most anime, I'll let you finish your statement, but...
I mean, I'm fine. Some anime, like, neglect to do that. I mean, it goes back to what we were saying earlier, like, there's this completely random side character, you learn more about them in one or two episodes, then they die. Like, another anime that does that well is Assassination Classroom. Like, you know all the characters, you know what makes them tick, you know why they're in that class to begin with, and you just come to enjoy and love them. And when something bad happens to one of them, you're like in tears. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, but with Nagisa, which is the basis to my screen name, like when I learned like his backstory, I didn't know if I wanted to hug the mom for.
Yeah.
Well, I mostly wanted to punch the mom just because, but at least the mom got
absolute douchebag.
At least the relationship got slightly better towards the end, but
supposedly.
I'm sorry that I tore into you that hard about it. It's just
no, that's fine. I understand. I actually agree with some of your points. So,
hey, Wolf, can I guess your last two?
Yeah. Actually, not Blue Exorcist, but yes, the Fire Forces one.
Blue Exorcist is me.
Blue Exorcist is Muse. I got Muse in the Blue Exorcist. Don't get me wrong. I love Blue Exorcist, but it's not a favorite of mine.
It's on Netflix now. Yeah. I have to go back to it.
Fire Force though. Oh my gosh, I got drugged down that road.
Okay, I wasn't the one that dragged you down to it.
You dragged me to Fire Force.
I'll say we dragged you into Fire Force.
That was a combined effort. I did not drag Wolf into it. He was already in it.
I saw the trailer on YouTube because Crunchyroll does its little, and Funimation does their little trailers. Saw the trailer, watched first episode, fell in love. Found out Shiota watches it, and then we teamed up in drug Mist. Oh my god, Muse into it. I called you the name of someone else. God, I'm gonna text her and be like, I accidentally said your name in the podcast. God, that's her gamer tag, by the way. It's not her actual name. But she's gonna be like, what the heck? Oh my god.
I remember and for some reason I'm having a really good memory about this, but maybe because it relates to anime, but that came in, I want to say, winter of 2019, give or take.
So last year?
Yeah, I'd say fall-ish of last year, late fall. October-ish? October, November-ish?
Yeah, give or take. Like, I remember because, like, I was already into it before it even started. Like, it was that one and also another one, Dr. Stone. Those were the two most watched animes I wanted to watch that season. And like Where was I going with this?
You liked it before
Oh
it was
my gosh. In true Shiota fashion, he went on a rant and forgot where the rant was going.
But but now I'm realizing it. Blue Exorcist and we don't know the end of Fire Force, so, or at least I don't. So
I think Shiota does.
I have like volumes
Shiota's
1
read
to 19.
ahead.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have volumes 1 to 19 of Fire Force.
There's only one anime I've ever read ahead on. It was Attack on Titan. It's because I had to wait years for them to come out with another dang season. So, of course I read ahead. I've read almost to the end. I need to get the latest.
With Fire Force.
The reason why I got the whole series is because Barnes and Noble was having a buy one. It was like a buy 2 get 1 free sale. So and like
you might as well take advantage of that.
They had the whole series. Then I had to go all the way to Concord Mills with Alien to get the last volume I was missing, which was, I believe, either 17 or 18. But I remember the day I got that, I laid it out on the floor and sent y'all a picture.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and we could tell you were smiling just through your text.
Yep. Josh, what were you going to say?
But now that I'm thinking on it, and I could be getting things wrong because it's been years since I've watched Blue Exorcist, but they have very similar plot points to a certain extent. And maybe I'm conflating it a little bit, but Blue Exorcist starts with a demon boy who joins in a special group of exorcising demons and demon hunters. And then we have Flame Boy, who works with a group of firefighters to work against bad firefighters and firefighting demons. And they share like similar growth.
I wouldn't say that they're similar. They're a little, but not really.
I mean, like, then again, like it's been years since I've watched.
Like, Ren was literally the spawn of Satan, but like, Shimon was labeled a devil because of his Novus.
I'll say yes. Good catch, Muse.
Thank you.
Good catch.
I also have to fit in Shimon figure.
Yes,
we know. You sent so many pictures of that.
But
it's not like I did a fashion a photo shoot.
No, you just cosplayed as him.
I only showed it off on a video chat with Wolf. Like, hey Wolf, look at this. I was like, yes. And Muse didn't watch it yet, because I remember Wolf was like, "You don't understand the magnificence of what just happened."
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, and then we started convincing you to watch it with us.
Hold on, I need to see what.
Who's the character with the sword?
Arthur.
Fire Force.
Actually, Muse, what?
I love him.
Oh, and I also have the.
Arthur is pretty cool.
I also have the limited edition DVD set.
God, what episode am I on?
I think I have a problem. When you get to episode... What?
I think I have a problem.
What?
Oh, that's what Shiota said.
What?
I have the whole manga series. I have a figure, and I have the limited edition DVD set.
News. We expect an explanation. I see you grinning.
What?
Explain. What? What'd you just freak out about?
No, I get. What? Hold on. Me?
Yeah, this because you were like something that Shiota said something about it.
I just found it funny where Shiota said, "I have a problem." I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, dude.
Okay, I think the reason why I'm so invested into it is because the author of Fire Force said that was going to be his last manga. Like after that, he's retired.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, he is retiring, which is sad because he's made a lot of really good stuff.
Yes, which is why I think I'm so
obsessed, clingy.
Yeah, because I wasn't much of a fan of Soul Eater, but I did recognize it was a good
like Soul
anime.
Eater, I just wish they had continued it. I feel like it just abruptly ended.
Given that you read the manga, because the anime is not good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on episode 11.
Of what? Soul Eater? Or not Soul Eater? I mean Fire Force.
Yeah.
When you get the 13, tell me because I can
watch faster.
I've been meaning to I've been meaning to get
watch while doing homework.
I've been meaning to get a DVD. I've been meaning to get a DVD player so I can actually watch the amount of shit I'm getting.
Also,
has DVDs, no DVD player.
I did
Fire Force.
I'm gonna get one eventually. Probably next week. I don't know.
I really love the opening music.
Hold on.
Josh?
Josh?
I really love the opening music for Fire Force.
Yes.
I didn't know I was watching it on Crunchyroll, and I don't know if the season changed, but is that a thing now in anime where they change the opening halfway through a season?
Depends on which anime. Yeah, if
some only change it per season, but others will change it like when you reach the end of a certain plot line, then they'll change it to adjust to the new plot line.
Also, it depends on the anime length, because like if it's a 12 episode anime, they aren't going to change it. But if it's like 24, they're going to change it in between. They're going to eventually change it.
Because I really liked the original opening for it, and I don't know if it was because of a season shift or because halfway through the season they decided to change it.
And
I was like, this isn't as good as the first one.
The first one was Inferno by Miss Green Apple. The next one was Mayday by, I want to say, Colt Wayne? I think it's called.
I'd say Inferno is my favorite. I didn't really care for the second one either. I skipped past the second one.
I just love where he takes his voice in that song.
Mayday played, me and Alien were in the car, and I put on Mayday, and Alien looked at me like, "You actually like this?" He's like, "It's tied to him," and like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Wolf, what's the next one? Because I feel like we will not move off of Fire Force if we don't move on.
Yeah, my next one, which is my last one. God, it's hard. It's just hard.
Share the two.
Share the two.
Yeah.
Which two was it? I was trying to decide. Just give me a minute, okay?
Okay, what's your next can?
Gotta put my glasses back on.
Instead of picking between the two, you can just talk about both of them. Okay, well, in that case, I like, where was it? Stop laughing. Shut up.
Nope.
I know it was only 12 episodes long, but I really like Death Parade. I actually rewatched it recently. I really like Death Parade. The opening of Death... Talk about death, it's great opening.
The opening of Death Parade slaps.
It's a great opening. It's
it really is.
The opposite of how the episodes feel, though. The episodes are actually quite depressing, but I like it because I want to be a forensics anthropologist, which is I will be going to crime scenes and looking at human remains and dead bodies.
Potentially a zone.
Shut up. And so I found it fascinating that they made an episode about souls in the afterlife having to go through this judgment of if they'd go to be reborn or if they'd go into the void. I just found that fascinating. Just from a, forensics anthropology major standpoint.
Damn it, well.
What? This is what I made you watch, didn't I?
No. Can you give me the link?
It's on YouTube for free. Just type in Death Parade Episode 1. All 12 episodes are on YouTube for free. And Muse is off on YouTube. We have lost Muse.
I'm surprised it took this long for Muse to add another one to her list.
I added 10!
Dude,
Sunday.
Literally 2 days ago when I was rewatching Death Parade, I was like, has Muse seen this? I can't remember if I told her about it. Muse, and I was like, I'll tell her on Wednesday.
Okay, wait, hang on. Muse, at the end, before we stop recording, I want you to list off the 10 plus anime that you added to your list. Just hold off till now. Death
Parade's only 12 episodes, so you should watch it.
It's 10 already.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll go ahead. Shioda, you can go. I'll just say Death Parade was my last one because it's really good.
Okay.
Okay then. Earlier I said that there are a few anime that actually F me up. One of them being Eli in April and Assassination Costume, but another one that has not been mentioned is Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion.
Code Geass?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Code Geass was one of the first anime that F me up, and the one that I actually watched to its the completion. And yes, Muse, I know it's already on your list.
Wait, which one?
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
It's one of the...
I know it's already on your list. I remember this.
Just so the audience knows, Wolf and Shioda got so much on my plate now. I have over 50 animes to watch now because of those two dumbasses.
Love you. But
we're with the PG-13. This is child. Oh.
Just watch through it and then add the.
Hey, to be fair, Panda Oleo said boobs. I mean,
I know I gave up after that point. This is
13-year-olds know what boobs are.
Forget it.
That's a trope in anime.
All I said was I like boobs.
Anyway, it's like
I'll determine what to do with this one later.
But
anyways, go ahead.
Code Geass is one of those anime that I like to call the wild ride anime or the roller coaster anime.
Oh yeah.
Where you never know where it's going to go. And it was really surprising, the ending. Because
oh my god!
It was just
like messed me up.
You could never tell by the beginning of the series where the series was going, and that's what I love.
True. It was quite the roller coaster.
One of these days before I die, I want to do an in-depth character analysis of Lelouch.
Oh god!
We can do that on another podcast.
Because
to crack.
He is. Okay, anime does have a slew of complex characters, but Lelouch, for me personally, takes the cake. And it's just one of those anime that first up I refuse to watch again because the ending messed me up, and it's just a pseudo holy grail of anime for me. Code Geass is high standard of what anime should be. Personally, for me at least. This is my own personal opinion. Like, the characters were really complex. The plot, as you said, you never knew what was going to happen. But but one negative I have is I do not like the movie series. The movie and the series are completely different, and I hate the movies. That's my only negative against them.
Were they cash grabs? Was that all that they were?
No, it's not. They weren't really cash grabs. They were like alternate reality, kind of like.
Oh, the Gundam effect.
Yeah,
where everyone had.
Like certain events in the series is different from what was in the movies. And there's a 3-part trilogy movie that came out, The Illusion of Resurrection. I just hate. And one of the characters.
We aren't talking about that movie.
See? Even Wolf agrees.
Wolf didn't see it. Wolf was mad at the fact that they decided to make it.
I boycotted it. I did not want to see it, but I still looked up the plot, and I looked up
the plot as well, and I hated it. I was very glad I didn't waste my money. I'm very glad I didn't see it.
Like, the movie makes one of the most compelling characters, C2, into one of the characters I hate the most. And
the anime had a satisfying end, and then they go and make that.
Okay, I'm gonna move on before I get heated again with, like I did with the Generation X debate, because
yes,
this is something I take very passionately and personal. So I'm just gonna move on. Next one is Dororo, the 2019 remake. Like, if you don't know what Dororo is, it was created by hang on, let me see how this is pronounced. Osamu Tezuka, which, if you don't know him, is the godfather of manga. Like, if you're like really into anime and manga, you have to know who this guy is. And when they announced that they were making a remake of Dororo, one of his best walks, I was really happy, because like one of those like really old animes that it like made the base, the foundation of what an anime should be, and the remake just goes skyrocketing. Like, for me, it says what a remake of an anime should be, along with Fruits Baskets. Like, the plot, it takes place in feudal Japan. And this isn't really a spoiler. It's a plot. It's like the main reason for what the plot is. This shogun, this samurai, later to be a dynamo. I never know how to pronounce this. Basically, a king of sorts. Makes a pact with a pack of demons to make his land possible, but the price was that his firstborn would lose pretty much everything: his skin, his arms, his sense of taste, smell, everything. And the whole thing is, the whole series after that is like just him trying to get back what was stolen from him. It's so dark yet so beautiful, and it's just such a good series. Muse added to your list.
Muse 51. So 51. Actually, 52, because Wolf gave her Death Parade.
All right.
I'm sorry, like, it's just such a good
What's
series.
the name?
Dororo. Dororo. basically it's just
yeah.
DO with 2
It's a very popular anime. I recognized it when you said the title.
The 2019 reboot. That just sets the principle of what an anime remake should be like. Then another one which is kind of out there, but also something I really like is the name may be a bit off-putting, but totally bound Hanako-kun. Like Japanese mythology time for y'all people. There's this one tale about Hanako-san, which is this ghost of a World War II schoolgirl who died in the third bathroom of the girl's restroom. Like in this series, instead of being a boy, it's a girl, it's a boy, and it like takes on like the 7 wonders of the school, because like that's a popular trope in Japanese schools, is like the 7 wonders of Maharaji Academy. I don't know, I just picked a random name that I thought. Well, like it's like it has a lot of personality. The art style is beautiful design. Even my flipping wallpaper is of it. And the Misfits know how crazy I get for my wallpapers.
Oh yes, we know. We've seen a lot of your wallpaper.
It's so good, and like I personally think my personality like fits up with Hanako, because like he's really eccentric. Yeah, he can probably kill you in like a blink of an eye. Well, like it gets so interesting. Like there's this mysterious past about Hanako and like how he died and whatnot, and it's I don't know, it's just so good. I can sing his praises level. The next one is the third one. I am counting like it's 3 series, but it's like no, not series. I said series. Like it's a part of the same. It's a part of the same series, but it's like 3 separate entities. I'm just clamping it into one entity. The Assaultant series. There's Assaultant Magical Index, which a lot of people are probably more familiar with. Scientific Railgun and Scientific Accelerator. Like, there's always this weird thing where like magic and technology should never mix, but in this series, like they take like the fundamentals of like electric, of acceleration, and like heat absorption, and make it seem magical. But there's also like a different side where like it's magical, like God and whatnot. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a really interesting series that I suggest anyone who's listening should check out, because both the anime and I haven't read the manga / light series though, but like the characters are interesting. It's kind of a bit it has a little bit of slapstick, but like it does deal with like interesting concepts and plot lines that shit, I forget where I was going with this again.
And Kyoto's done it again. Second time this episode. Actually, probably more than that.
Anyways, moving on, because I forget where the hell I was going with this. Okay. Another one which I really want to try and get Bookworm into, because I feel like she would love it, and I mentioned this before, is Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone.
What?
Do you recognize it?
Recognize what?
Do you recognize the title?
What was the title again?
Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah, you were talking about the anime.
Like,
Didn't you get Bookworm into it?
I want to. I really want to because I feel like she would enjoy it. Like the premise of the anime is like modern civilization has regressed into the little Stone Age. Like there's this mysterious event that turned everyone into stone. The Earth has reclaimed itself, and now there's like this main focus of the new age and the old age clashing together.
Mm-hmm.
And like the author purposely made it so like you are forced alone. Like I didn't know how to make a lithium battery. Well, like the main character Senku is like this super smart, almost supernatural, intelligent genius, and like he knows, like he wants. Judging by Muse's contempt face, I feel like I just added another one to our list.
We all are really into this one. It's 10:30.
Yeah, I don't want to rush you guys, but we've been going for an hour and 50 minutes.
Okay,
now.
I'll just.
Hour 50.
We're probably gonna have to wrap up the episode, y'all.
Sure, go ahead and finish up what you were saying. We'll wrap it up.
But then we gotta.
This is why this is a
two-parter,
dude. This is why this is a two-part. Josh, I'm guessing you'll be back for the second part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Dr. Stone just into this.
It's really good.
Yes, it has some of the best OSTs. Like what's it? Like some of the songs that what's her name? The single. Josh, help me, please. What's the single's name?
I have no idea.
Basically, there's this really popular single back in the modern age who is the one of the most celebrated singers of her time, and like the one of her songs, I forget the name of it. I think it's like One Step Forward or Let's Step Forward, whatever it is. It is such a really empowering song, and it encapsulates what the whole series is about. Then the thing about I'm not gonna say anything much, but the relationship between the relationship between Senku and his father is like I cannot think of a better father and son relationship in all of anime. Well, I probably could, but not at the moment. Muse, how many list off the names of animes that you just added? Go.
Death Parade, Dr. Stone, Forest of Piano, Nino Kuni, Fairy Tail, Full Metal Alchemist, Angel Beats, BNA, Fatal Stay at Night, Nagia Sui, and God Eater.
By the way, if you look in the general chat, there's a link to the first episode of Death. There's a link to YouTube. It's Death Parade, and there's a playlist of all 12 episodes. Just trying to be helpful.
I found it on YouTube.
Enjoy your sleepless night.
I have class tomorrow. Thanks.
I don't have class till noon, so I
have to get up at 8:30 a.m.
What are you trying to say?
We never mentioned Nino Kuni. That one was on you, hon.
No, I know. I know.
I'll say that was your choice.
It's fun fact, it's by the same people as from Studio Ghibli. And they have 2 games.
Shioda?
Love you.
No.
Muse.
Shioda is... What?
I'm just surprised that you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Who?
I just started into anime.
I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist either. It's because I basically know a ton of this stuff that happens.
I only
watch it one day.
I have watched Blue Exorcist.
I watched the original one because it was on Netflix.
I was thinking
And
about
then
Blue
whenever
Exorcist for a
Brotherhood
second,
came
but
out,
yeah.
Blue
I watched
Exorcist
it.
has
Full and
2
all.
seasons now. You should watch.
Yeah.
I only watched Brotherhood because it's what the author originally envisioned.
But if you don't watch the first series, there's a lot of the setup that you don't get until later in the season of Brotherhood. So
Yeah,
it
but
starts you off.
Yes, but that's what the manga kid originally wanted,
Oh,
instead of the animation team just crapshooting it and just doing something that was
All
not.
my Full Metal Alchemist fans, remember for Halloween, just put a wig on your dog.
Oh, too soon! Too soon! It is
Put a
always
wig on
too
your
soon.
dog.
No, okay.
A
End
big
this
long
now,
black wig.
end this now, or I'm gonna be cussing Panda out. Howie. Too soon! Too soon!
soon.
Still
But-
one of the most depressing moments of any anime.
What
I
I'm
think.
saying
just
is
do
that-
the closing. Just
Yeah.
Yes, do it now. Do it now. Do.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What are you
Panda,
guys
close
doing? it.
Before it.
Before we okay, Panda, I'm asking as a friend before I reach to my screen and slap you in this now.
Yes.
End this now.
Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. I'm sure the rest of these folks had so much fun talking about anime. They sure sounded like they.
Yeah, this is the longest podcast ever.
This is the longest podcast to date.
Marking
And
at
I know
56
I've
minutes.
really triggered Shiota, so for his sake, I think I'm gonna end it here.
Trust me, I've already triggered myself already twice already. Now 3 times. I do not
I
want to
was
trigger them
just-
again or I'm gonna blow.
Good night, y'all.
I was trying to involve myself as much as possible. That's like the anime reference I know. All right, everyone.
Well, it's a bad one. It's too soon. And the
And
that's the
podcast
end.
over. Podcast
Happy
over.
Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
See y'all on Friday.
Goodbye.
bye.